Good evening, everyone. It's Christmas Eve 2021. We've got some horrible news. A boogie boarder this morning was bitten and killed by a great white shark up in Morro Bay at a place called the Pit. Very popular place. You can see it there, right there. It's where the river mouth goes into the ocean just north of the Morro Bay Rock. And apparently, he was just out having a good time this morning and was attacked by a great white shark and has lost his life. My heart goes out to his family. What a horrible thing to experience, and all his friends out there. And I've surfed in Morro Bay before. I've surfed right next to that rock. And what I can tell you as a surfer is when I went in the water, one, it's cold. We know it's cold up there. But the water was so dark and very murky. And that's one area, that's one thing that they always tell you about sharks is that, cold water, but also the murky water is something that a shark can really attack you without you even know it's coming. And in this area here, another thing that you got to be aware of is that if you can, avoid surfing in a river mouth that flows into the ocean after a storm, because what it carries is it carries all sorts of human waste. It carries fish. It carries, different sewage. But what that does is it attracts bait fish, and what attracts from the bait fish is the sharks. So you've gotta, if you can, stay away after a big storm, as tempting as it is to go out and go surf. Stay away from those river mouths. And I lived in Newport Beach at the river mouth. I lived at river jetties growing up. And I remember one time after a big storm, the waves were so good the next day. The river mouth was flowing heavily into the ocean, and I went out and surfed. I was sitting on my board when a shark of some, I don't know what size, hit the bottom of my board, threw me up out of the water. My legs went up over my head, and I landed in the water. Never saw anything. So again, it was one of these days. The water was murky. It was hard to even see my feet. The river mouth was flowing into the ocean, and it was the same situation as what happened here. Now remember, there was another great white attack in this same area, just north of here at the Strand, which is even further up north from the rock. And a girl was out surfing on her red surfboard, and a great white bit a 14-inch round section off the edge of her surfboard. Thank goodness, thank God she's alive. Thank God that she's okay. But again, the shark was right there. So they're in that area. So if you surf, please be careful. Please, please, man. We love watching you, all the guys out surfing. It's so great. But for all of us that surf, all of us that boogie board, our hearts go out to this victim of this great white shark. Okay, guys. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.